Mabuhay, this is Bob from Love Beyond the Sea. How often do I tell my Filipina wife I love her? It is important to tell your wife that and never get to the point where it's just assumed, well, I don't say I love you much, but I do. She's going to love to hear it, and there's probably some things that her husband loves to hear over and over, even though they both know that it's true. So this is just one thing that you can do. And when you marry a Filipina, you marry anybody, is use your words wisely. Words are very powerful. And please subscribe here on Love Beyond the Sea. I try to go deeper into relationships since we are married. I know there is great interest in men looking for women overseas, including the Philippines. So I will mention my Linktree link above, where you can find my affiliate link to the place where I met my wife in the Philippines. So I do think that I tell her I love her often. I would say it could be up to 10 times a day, maybe more sometimes. I don't know. Kind of depends on how often she's around. If she's working and then she's doing a lot of hours of homework afterwards, well, I can say it if I want, but I might not be having her attention. So some days it's hard to get her attention. I'd say probably around 10 times a day. How? Well, it's not always necessarily when we're together. One way you can say I love you is through text messages. And I don't know if I've done that yet today. I got up so late. But I do like to text her every single day. I love you, and then I use one of my pet names for her, heart symbols and all of that. I just want her to see that and to expect me to do it for her. Viber, we communicated on Viber a lot in the early days, and we still have it. And I still send her some messages and stickers now and then. So that's a good source. Before bed, for sure. I always want her to hear I love you before, we're done. Close our eyes, we're done for the day. Easier said than done if you've had some kind of argument, but still, I guess even if it's hard to say, it might be a good idea to say, I love you. Also, first thing in the morning before I get out of bed, that's another habit. My wife calls them rituals. I just call it habits because I'm just kind of habit-driven or ritual-driven, to use her term. And doesn't mean I'm not sincere. I tell her I love you before I get out of the bed because I want the first words that she hears before bed and after bed to be, I love you. Now, one day, I had to get up early, probably one of those get up at 2:30 in the morning weekend days to start at 4:30 or something, and I just didn't want to disturb her. Didn't know if she was awake or not, so I just kind of got my clothes, shut the door quietly, and then she says later, oh, how come you didn't say you loved me? So that's good. Excuse me. Always cough when it's time to start the video. Never cough after that. So she called me on it, and I don't think her feelings were hurt, but she just wanted to know, is everything okay? Probably did I make you upset last night? So I think these are good habits to maintain. Find some good spots. Tell your Filipino wife you love her. And of course, whenever I can, fill in the gaps. Maybe when she comes home from work. Maybe before she goes to work, if I'm still there. So let me know what you think about this. Are you comfortable saying I love you? Is there some reason why you wouldn't be? So I can't say enough to my love beyond the sea.